This situation with Ladybug has moved some projects forward in the lineup. Some projects we had planned for this homestead, but not really anytime soon. One of the projects that I've wanted to do for years, but I just haven't had it on the top of my list of priorities, was to have a real homestead butcher setup. An area where I could do some butchering of any animal, because on our homestead we have everything from chicken to cows and literally all the animals in between that. And it's good to have an area that you can go where you can work, that has running water, good lights, some good drains, easy to clean, temperature controlled. I've butchered animals for years off of our homestead, and I've said this many times. I started butchering hanging animals underneath an A-frame ladder with a tarp hung over us for shade and water protection and one knife in my hand. You can butcher animals that way, especially at the right time of year. Here's the problem. Ladybug is sick and she needs to be culled soon. This disease can spread very easily. We don't want to risk our other animals. But it's June right now, and it's a very hot time of year, and there is a lot of meat on a cow. And if that meat doesn't get cooled down quickly, that meat can spoil. And the worst thing I could imagine is to have to, put Ladybug down and just, have all that meat go to ruin. That feels like the ultimate waste and the ultimate sad ending to this story. So it bumped forward the need to have an on-farm processing facility. We had a bunch of different ideas. We talked about maybe buying a shed and converting it, taking a bay out of our pole barn and putting up a wall and insulating that. Ultimately, we had to work quickly because literally, every day that goes by is another day that she's spreading this disease and other animals could get it. And so we decided, without spending way more money than we have to and way more time than we really have, we could convert the root cellar that's here on the property into a little butcher facility in about a week's time. And so that's the project we're about to embark on. Let me show you the root cellar. Let me show you what we're working with. You can work with it too, I guess. This is our root cellar. My father-in-law built this on the property. Years ago he had an apple orchard and he wanted a place to store apples that would be climate controlled. If you build a structure down in the dirt, down in the earth, it stays at about 55 degrees temperature, and that was good for the apples. Meat you need to store under 40 degrees if you're gonna age it, if you're gonna work with that. And so the nice thing about this apple cellar is it already gets us to 56 degrees. On the hottest day of July, this place is 56 degrees. As you can see, it's not really awesome right now to use, but it's a really good start. We're having an issue with the lights. That's what that weird flash is behind me. Let me move the camera so you don't have to stare at that. It's pretty basic. As far as inside what we have to work with, we have a good solid structure. There is good lights, they just need to be repaired. The electrician actually just got here today to do that. Down here in this apple barn, there is electricity, there's a little heater, there's running water, there's floor drains. Almost everything you need in a space to do some on-farm processing. And like I said, it's already at 55 degrees. But we need to get that down to 40 and below. And so what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna install in the doorway an AC unit, and we have partnered with CoolBot to build a walk-in meat cooler processing facility here on our homestead. The CoolBot is a really cool little device. It plugs into an AC wall unit, and it overrides that AC wall unit's computer so that your AC, instead of just going down to like 60 degrees, it will go down to like 36 degrees in your room. So instead of buying some $1,000 commercial walk-in cooler freezer unit or having a custom made one and spending a fortune, For the cost of a AC wall unit, which is as cheap as a couple $100, and the CoolBot, which the CoolBot ranges from $300 to $400, you can turn any insulated space into a walk-in meat locker butcher facility. We have a link below for a discount on CoolBot, so if you want to do something like this on your homestead, click the link below and you can get a discount for the CoolBot for Homesteady viewers. And we're really grateful to CoolBot. They are helping us on this project, so check out the CoolBot. We're going to show you the installation. We're going to show you as we convert this butcher space. Now right now, this butcher area, it's actually 2 rooms. Over here in this dark room that's blinking, there is where we're going to be doing all the meat cutting. This room here where you walk down in is where we're going to actually hang meat. So right now we're preparing for ladybug, but this actually goes beyond ladybug. This is pigs, this is deer, this is everything in between. We could even do chickens down here, but that'll come into play on our upcoming chicken processing day. This side is where we're gonna hang and age meat, and this side needs to be like 36 degrees. So the AC unit's gonna be in the doorway. We're gonna have a little bit of a thermal barrier between this room and the next room. And this is basically just gonna be a meat locker where we can store meat and keep it, something like a beef or a venison hanging, we can hang for like a month in here. It's gonna be the right temperature, the right humidity. That allows us to chill the meat and let it age, let the enzymes break it down. And we can use that on pretty much every animal, but especially with venison and beef. Things like pork, we can still let it age for a couple days just so it hardens and gets ready to process. That's what's in this room. Over here in this dark, creepy, blinking room, that's where we're gonna have some tables to work on. We're gonna have a vacuum sealer, a grinder, a meat saw. My father-in-law had an old meat saw that they picked up at a sale somewhere. So they're resurrecting that right now. The electrician is here today to fix the lighting and get us set up for our CoolBot AC unit and get us a couple additional outlets to work with for our saw and our vacuum sealer and that sort of thing. My father-in-law, as you know, has a metal shop. He's got the guys at the metal shop working on a insulated special door for us and a rail system that we can hang the meat on. I gotta say thank you. They have been such a huge help jumping on this project. Time is of the essence and we need to get this done quickly, and we could not have done it without the help of my father-in-law and his guys. And so I just wanted to say thank you for that. So we're gonna dive in. I gotta get out of the way. My electrician's here and he's ready to work. So I'm gonna let him get started, but we'll update you on this project as it keeps going, and you'll see the progress as we turn this root cellar into a on-farm butcher processing facility. It's gonna be simple, everything you need, nothing you don't, and a lot of you could mimic this in some way at your homestead. Oh yeah, looks a little bit different in here today. We are on to day probably 5 or so of our custom butcher shop. Things look a lot different in here than they did a few days ago, and I want to tell you what we're doing. I want to show you what just arrived. So first off, you notice the lighting in here is so much better. We had an electrician come in and install some new LEDs. Oh, actually, I'm not sure if those are LEDs. Anyway, that's why I had an electrician do it, because you can't even tell if it's an LED or not. But yeah, electrician came in, put in some new lighting. So now we have really good lighting in the butcher shop. Also, we had the guys from my father-in-law's shop down here helping out. They custom made a door for the butcher shop, and they put up a rail system for hanging meat on. You can see that above me. They also made this beautiful stainless steel cutting table, which super sturdy for working on. We're not gonna be cutting on the stainless steel, that'll dull your knives really quickly. We're gonna be putting cutting boards down. But for now, good to go. And I just got in the mail this, which I am really thrilled about. This is a handwritten note. A company that sends a handwritten note. I mean, can't wait to see your cooler build, Julia. I can't wait to see it either, Julia. This is the CoolBot Pro. We are using this little device. I'll show it to you. Instructions, diagram of what comes. Oh, pair of chicken shears. Your CoolBot won't come with a pair of chicken shears, so I just put that in the box. There it is, the CoolBot Pro. This little device is going to turn this room into a walk-in meat cooler / butcher facility. You just push this button and boom, you got, no. What this does is you mount this right next to an air conditioner, a regular LG air conditioner like you would put in your window, a window unit. You put this little guy, you run a couple wires to the AC unit, which trips the AC unit into thinking the room is hotter than it is, and the AC unit will super freeze your room. And the beauty of that is you can turn any insulated space into a walk-in meat locker. So if you are a hunter and you want to age venison, and you do want to age venison, we have a whole video on that if you want to check that out, you can watch it there. A butcher explains why you want to age your venison. If you have a homestead and you want to butcher your own animals and have a place where you can safely work on the meat, hang the meat, CoolBot. There's the CoolBot and the CoolBot Pro. If you have Wi-Fi where you're going, CoolBot Pro is the way to go because you can monitor it on your phone. If you don't have Wi-Fi, that's okay, just get the regular old CoolBot. And if you're going to have Wi-Fi, you can get the CoolBot Pro and later on activate the Wi-Fi service. So you're gonna see us install this guy and turn this space into a walk-in freezer. I wanna say thank you to CoolBot. They sent us this for this project. A tough time like this when we're dealing with some things that are really hard on the homestead. It's nice to get a helping hand from a company who makes an awesome product, who is, it's gonna help us turn this room into what we need to do on-farm processing and for all our animals. You're actually gonna see this on Chicken Butcher Day, which is coming up soon. So I'll have a link right down below for the CoolBot, or you can check that link out right there, which will take you to a write-up about the CoolBot. Check out CoolBot, and my link below, actually, you can get $20 off your purchase of your CoolBot, so go ahead and check that out.
The camera's over here now.
He's not gonna have much footage
If he doesn't come down there. Austin, you need to be down here for use that.
No, he has cameras in
He's
here.
got cameras in here, so he's...
Yeah.
Say hi.
For the YouTube.
We have been busy working on the walk-in butcher apple barn room, and the electrician is almost finished up with all the electrical work. We got some machines outside doing a little reshaping of the earth around this walk-in root cellar so that we can back a truck up right to it if it has something like, a cow carcass or deer or something. Today I'm going to do probably the most difficult job of this whole project, and that is plug in the CoolBot and wrap a piece of aluminum foil around the sensor. This should take me about 2 minutes. This is really like a plug and play, super simple, can't go wrong kind of thing. The way the CoolBot works, it has this little sensor here that you put up against your AC unit sensor, and it kind of trips the AC unit sensor. It fools it into thinking that the room is hotter than it actually is. And so the AC keeps pumping out the cold air. Even though the AC thermostat can only go down to like the 60s, the CoolBot overrides the AC and tells the AC, hey, you gotta keep working. But it also has a sensor that goes to the fins of the AC to make sure that the AC unit doesn't freeze itself. So it's doing a lot of technical stuff in this little CoolBot. All you gotta do is plug it in and let it go. And trust me, the reason that I'm doing this and not one of the other guys who's been working here, it's so easy, anybody can do it. It's very plug and play. I got a power outlet I'm gonna plug this thing into. We gotta mount this to the wall. I'm gonna mount it to the wall right next to the AC unit, and then show you how you attach it to the air conditioner, and it's that easy. So. The CoolBot came with very easy instructions to follow. There's videos you can watch online. I've removed the filter from in front of the AC. You're supposed to get rid of the filter. The next thing that we did was we pulled the AC unit's heat sensor out of the air conditioner. We're gonna take it up here and we're gonna wrap it in a little aluminum foil with the CoolBot's heat sensor, and then I'll put a little bit of tape an inch below it to keep them together. Now it's time to put another sensor. This one goes in between the fins here. You want to put it towards the bottom center, in between the bottom and the second cooling pipe there. You're going to be opening up a little hole in between the fins and sliding just 1/4 of an inch of the sensor in there. Well, there it is. As far as I can tell, we are in business. AC unit is installed. It's the LG unit that the CoolBot, you can actually buy it at the CoolBot website. The CoolBot is installed in the wall. Now let's see if it works. We were all finished and it was time to test out our new Homestead butcher shop. So we decided to butcher one of the lambs that we've been raising for meat. We planned on doing this over the holiday weekend, the long weekend. And of course, I had issues getting the room cold enough. I called CoolBot on the July 4th holiday and they called me back. This company was so awesome with their customer service, helping me calibrate the CoolBot, figure out what was wrong with the room. Turns out we need to insulate our walk-in butcher shop a little bit better. But with the help of their tech Patty, I was able to get the butcher shop cold enough to process the lamb over the long weekend. And now my family is enjoying some farm fresh lamb that we raised in our backyard and we're able to process in our own butcher shop. I want to thank CoolBot so much. Don't forget, if you want to check them out, you can get 20 bucks off by clicking the link below. Their customer service was fantastic. They were very helpful getting us off the ground and running. And very shortly, we will finish insulating this walk-in butcher shop a little bit better so we can age beef. And now we will be equipped to handle any kind of butcher project that our homestead throws at us. Which includes the next huge butcher project, which has me a little bit overwhelmed, Ladybug. We'll talk about that more in upcoming videos.